Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel.
J'arrive en Haircare, Jojo, je suis à l'aise. J'ai ce qu'il a donné, y'a trop d'espèces dans la valise. J'ai le riz des...
All right, so today, so the month is almost over, and I've been seeing people do this video quite a bit in the last few weeks, and I wanted to jump on the trend because why not, right? It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so hence all of the pink I have going on. And I've seen a lot of people going over like their pink bag collections. My pink bag collection, while I will show it to you at the end, it is not massive. And quite honestly, I mean, I guess it's a little exciting, but I mean, not really. It's not really. So, because of that, I figured that I would go over a list of my favorite, most beautiful vintage pink bags that are on my long list of vintage bags that I would love to get my hands on one day. All of these are pink. All of these are super girly. For me, when I think of like pink bags to talk about, I guess I mean, it's really nothing that I've ever thought about before, but while I was thinking about it and saying like, okay, I need a list of some pink bags for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, what would go on my list? In my mind, it's like, it's the most feminine, girly, beautiful pink bags. Not that every girl has to be girly, like disclaimer, but that was kind of because I'm not always very girly, but that was kind of just what popped up into my head. I think of just what are the most beautiful pink bags that I can possibly think of that are on my list, and I would like to share them with you. So, first of all, if you are new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So, if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family. Also, hit the like button when you like this, when you think that I deserve a like. I would definitely appreciate it. And with that, let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to go over my list. I have 10 beautiful pink bags for you. None of them are going to be linked or anything like that. This is literally just a list of beautiful bags that I'm loving, that are in pink, that are on my like extended vintage luxury wish list. So, so number one, this is in no particular order. Disclaimer first, though, not all of them are vintage. Some of them are very close to it. So, but they are all like available on the pre-loved market. Who knows the price? Not all of them have a great resale price, but they're all available somewhere if you wanted to go take a look at them. But this is what is on my list. I don't always have pink bags on my list, to be honest, but I have a very long list. So I had a lot to choose from. So this is what I chose, okay? Number one is the Dior saddle with a chain like motif, made famous by Carrie, of course, in Sex and the City, of course, because it's a Dior saddle, because I mean, I feel like all of the most iconic ones were shown on Sex and the City anyway. But this one, oh, I love this bag so much. I know it comes in a blue as well. So to be honest, either one is on my list. I just figured I would throw up the pink because this is a pink list, of course. But this Dior saddlebag, absolutely stunning. One of my favorite of the original John Galliano designs. It goes for quite a bit on the secondhand market. So who knows if and when I will ever get my hands on it, but absolutely stunning. I love the chain design. I always have. We know like it's very kind of like equestrian sort of with the chains. I don't know, it's very like Gucci-esque, I know Louis Vuitton did kind of like a print with the chains at one point. It is like, I guess all the houses kind of have, but to me it's like even though obviously it's like white and pink and stuff like that, it does give me sort of like Ralph Lauren vibes. It's definitely like Hermes has done quite a few of these chain prints. I don't know, I'm always drawn to a good equestrian chain print, and I love it. It's stunning. I think it's absolutely beautiful. it's on my list. You know, there's so many good saddlebags, quite a few good pink ones, but this was my top pick. I didn't want to bore you guys with a whole list of, maybe we'll do that one day, but a whole list of just like the saddlebags that I love, because we could get into it. But this one, 100%, one of the top on the lists, and it's a beautiful pink. So next one is the Dior Girly Boston bag. God, I love this bag so much. I had it when it first came out. I never got my hands on the Boston bag. It was super hard to get. I think it came out in '04 or '03, something like that, right? I didn't look it up, but those are the years that I remember it coming out. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm in my head, I'm like, where was I? What was I wearing? What was I doing with my life? Everything from like 2005 and below, I know exactly where I was, what I was wearing, what I was eating, what I was doing, who I was with. And then once I had my kids, like my memory is shot. But I can tell you exactly where I was when I opened the bag, when I had just purchased it from Dior. I was in Wendy's. I was in Wendy's with my friend and we opened the bag. Anyway, absolutely stunning. I got myself I had the messenger bag, but it wasn't the one that I wanted. It was the one that I settled on. I've never actually gotten my hands on the Dior Girly Boston bag because it doesn't age very well. The whole collection didn't age very well. It got very yellow. I think that white patent leather tends to be a bad idea. We know now it doesn't age well, not good, but this bag was absolutely stunning. I have seen them randomly. They're very good prices on the secondhand market. And I'll tell you why. Number one, because they're yellow as shit. They don't look good anymore. The flowers almost look like somebody like nibbled on them. It's very, very weird. I'll see if I can throw up some pictures of the wear. But they also don't, a lot of times, come with the most important part of the whole design. It's missing. Do you guys know what it is? I will tell you what it is. It was the most beautiful pave lock, and it hung on the side, and it was just a decorative piece. I don't think that it actually did anything. The most beautiful pave lock. That was what everybody wanted from that collection. That was why the Boston bag did so well, because I believe it was the only one, or that it was so coveted. I believe it was the only one that actually had that lock on it, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely stunning. I mean, ugh. So I would love to buy one of these. The ones that actually still have the lock, and they're very few and far between, tend to be excessively expensive on the secondhand market. I'm thinking that maybe I could find like a lock separately, but even so, if the bag was stored correctly, wasn't really used, doesn't have a lot of wear, then it definitely is also going for a pretty penny, because it was very hard to find these bags. It is very hard to find these bags in good condition, but absolutely stunning. I couldn't have made a breast cancer awareness month list without the Dior Girly Boston bag. Next one is the LV, so Louis Vuitton Cherry Blossom Sac Retro. I chose the Sac Retro instead of the Papillon or anything else from this collection. I didn't want to, I mean, obviously I could throw them all in here, but the reason I chose the Sac Retro was because I think of it as being the most feminine, most girly of all of the designs that came out in that collection. Obviously they're all pretty girly because like they have the bow and stuff, but the Sac Retro is like a proper top handle, you know, handbag, and very like, obviously it's called the Sac Retro, but very like 1950s, 1960s top handle, very feminine, girly, ladylike, beautiful bag. I love it in the all pink. I love it in all the colors, I have to be honest, but obviously we put the all pink on here because it's a pink list. So love this bag. I had it in the brown. I will say that it is definitely an uncomfortable bag. It's not something that I would add back. The Papillon, different story, but the Sac Retro, kind of uncomfortable, kind of annoying to get in and out of. But anyway, very beautiful regardless. Next one is a pink Chanel Cambon, I don't know, reporter bag. Had this in the black and the white. Ugh, loved this bag, was obsessed with this bag. This bag actually, it wasn't my first Yeah, it wasn't my first Chanel love. I've showed you the one that I added into my collection from the first first Chanel item that I ever purchased myself bag. However, it was the bag and the collection that made me fall in love with Chanel as a design house. The pink version, I never really thought about it, to be honest. I wasn't really drawn to it. I was drawn to the black and the white and the camel, like the tan color. But the pink version is absolutely stunning. I think it deserved to be on the on this list. There's a million on the secondhand market, of course, in just the Cambone collection. They have a lot of things in that Barbie pink color. But in my opinion, the reporter bag was the top of that collection. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful, so distinctive. Totally goes with I just did, if you saw, I just did a few videos actually about like the newest trends, things like that. One of the last ones was the vintage bags that fit the new trends. And of course, I don't know why I didn't mention this bag, but one of the new trends is cargo bags. And this is actually like a perfect bag for that list. So I don't know why I didn't put it on it. But anyway, in the pink version, super girly, super fun. And actually the fact that it has like all those pockets, it kind of dials down the girliness a lot. However, the fact that it's Barbie pink, you know, doesn't makes it super girly. So it's a nice juxtaposition, but absolutely stunning. Love that bag so much. The next one, staying in the Chanel family. The next one would be the Chanel XL Kisses Jumbo Flap. I love anything jumbo XL flap. I love that era of Chanel. If you have been here before, you know I have you might know, I have a black patent leather version from, I don't know, I think it's like 96 or 90. I think it was 96. I love the Chanel Jumbo XL. It's absolutely stunning. I have quite a few on my list of bags to purchase. I actually am not a huge fan of just like the classic Chanel flap, although in the seasonal colors, yes, but not in just regular colors. It's kind of they're a little bit expensive and it's a little bit boring to me at the moment. I've had them before, but at the moment, kind of just not my thing. But the XL is a whole nother story. The big boxiness of it, the 18 karat gold, plated hardware that makes the bag so luxurious and over the top and crazy looking and beautiful. I have many on my list. One of the most fun ones on my list is this Kisses collection bag. Obviously, it's not 100% pink, but I felt like the lips and the fact that it's like lips and they're pink and they're red and it's very girly, very feminine, very like, I don't know, just very like fun and girly. I felt like it deserved to be on this list. One of my favorites. Can't wait to get my hands on it one day. All the things. I think it's super cute. Next one, sticking with the XL flat bag, is the Chanel XL chain around jumbo bag. Ugh. This one might be my favorite. There's two. I actually couldn't find. I'll find a picture. I'm going to actually add it to my list. So now there's 11. Okay. This one is this beautiful pink Barbie. It's from the Pink Barbie 1995, or it's from the not the pink. It's from the Chanel Barbie 1995 collection. This collection is definitely like, I feel like a favorite of many Chanel collectors and Chanel enjoyers. I don't know, lovers. It's one of the best collections that Carl ever did. Super fun, super flirty, very exciting. So many of the pieces are so expensive from that collection now. There's so many that I want to get my hands on. 3 specifically, which I will tell you about now. This one, first of all, in this beautiful Barbie pink. I don't need the Barbie pink. I'll go with any color, but for this list, we're doing the Barbie pink. Ugh, sorry, the light is a little bit crazy in here, guys, because it's like cloudy out, but very sunny behind the clouds. So sorry if it's annoying. The pink version with the chain around, absolutely stunning, ridiculous, delicious, like one of my favorites of all time of this bag. The next one is the same color pink, but with the rhinestones. Ugh, this bag is a freaking dream. I have mentioned it before, I think, on my like dream vintage list. It's on there. It's staying on there until I can actually grab it and make it mine. It is the most insanely beautiful, exciting Chanel bag ever. I don't know if it'll be I feel like this is one that maybe just sits in the closet though, because I don't know if those stones will like snag onto like sweaters or something when you're wearing them. I have no idea. That's not what this list is about. This list is about pink beautiful things, and that is a pink beautiful thing. So that one. And then the last one from my Chanel trio of beautiful pink bags that I love would be the Chanel Barbie heart bag. I mean, I feel like who doesn't love this bag? I actually might have a line on one, not in pink, but in red. So stay tuned. Who knows if that might pop up on a unboxing at some point. I don't want to jinx myself, but you never know. But the pink version, I think, is so insanely incredible. I'm not a huge fan of black and pink together for some reason, but for whatever reason, this bag specifically, I think because black and pink is it's so Barbie-esque, right? It looks incredible on this bag specifically. So I figured like what better pink Barbie looking bag than this to put on this like breast cancer awareness video. Like, oh God, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Next one. Now we're done with the Chanel. The next one would be I love this bag. Okay. This is the Louis Vuitton Mini Lynn Pink Sac Kathleen. I had this actually in green when it first came out, maybe like 02, 03, something like that. Absolutely love this bag. Don't know what I did with it. Absolutely love it in the pink version. I love that it's like a neon pink. I love neon pink. I'm a big fan of baby pink as well, but neon pink will always have my heart for whatever reason. This bag was so fun. It was such a fun take on the Mini Lynn monogram bags and style that Louis Vuitton had done before. The pink and the green neon colors made it like super new and modern, but the bag itself was very like ladylike in the sense that it was like little top handles, super cute. Anyway, this is definitely another bag that I would love to get my hands on at some point. They're not very expensive on the secondhand market. You can definitely find them for a good price if you're interested. I don't know if I'd want the pink or the green, to be honest, maybe both, who knows? But I do think it's such a great, fun bag. Super retro, super fun, like modern and retro all at the same time, which is always a good mix. Next one is the LV Sunshine Messenger bag. So I actually had this one. I didn't bring out my orange one because while it's somewhere in the middle of like pink and orange, I didn't think it fit I didn't think it fit into this topic. However, I used to have the pink version and I ended up selling it and getting the orange version. But the pink version is like this beautiful baby pink. It is like a dip dyed. It's such a good bag. This is not really retro, not really vintage, sorry. I've been saying retro so much. It's not really vintage. It is, I think, 09 or 10, maybe even 11, not 9, 10 or 11. 10 or 11, this bag came out. And I actually, I'll put it on the screen. 10 or 11, it came out. This bag is so good. It came in so many fun colors, but the pink obviously is the one that I'm putting here that we're talking about. This bag specifically, I loved it when I had it because a lot of the hardware is actually like a pink metallic as well. So it's super fun and it kind of like a little bit unexpected. My orange version is not like that. And then I also used to have the blue with the neon yellow, and that had just, I think, regular gold hardware, as does my orange. But the pink version had the actual hardware was like pink, and like the little Louis Vuitton buttons were pink, and it was super, super cute. Anyway, that goes on the list. Such a good bag. Really affordable too. You can find it on the secondhand market for very good prices. And the last to round out my list is the Prada Pink Crystal Reissue bag. And the reason I put this on the list was, number one, I had it in pink and I really, really love it. It's not on my list of things to purchase again in pink, but it is in like a lavender or something like that, I think. I don't know. I love all the colors that this came in. Pink I just never used when I did have it. but it's absolutely stunning. I put it on the list also, like my vintage list, because obviously it is a reissue. Although, of course, the first collection was straight up nylon. It did not have the crystals, but obviously we're talking about the crystals because the crystals make it so beautiful. But such a fun bag, such a beautiful bag. I don't know. I just figured it would round out the list. Nice and shiny, very girly, very beautiful, very feminine. All of those things round out my list perfectly. And that that is my list of my top 11 now most favorite vintage bags in pink. Now, let me show you. Let me show you what I have in pink. We're all over the place with brands. First of all, this is my Stony Clover Lane pink bum bag. I thought I was going to use this one a lot more, but I don't. But I do think it is extremely cute. I love a good bum bag. If you know me, you know that. The next one is a relatively new purchase. I'm actually really excited to use this for work. This is my Telfar plastic bag, which I should have gotten in the smaller size, I think. But now that I'm going back to work and will have to carry a laptop and all that stuff, I think this is actually a good size, but it is really, really large. But that is number 2 that I have. The next one, you guys will remember if you have been here before, I unboxed this and I've shown this a few times. I actually thought I missed out on it. This is the Marc Jacobs, the Miami bag tote, which this is my favorite side. And I just love the pink Barbie, very, very like early 90s, late 80s Miami, I don't know, vibes, I guess, right? Okay, my little pink flamingo hanging off the side. And then last but not least, actually, this is definitely the best of the 4, in my opinion, is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in the Steven Sprouse pink graffiti print. So yeah, that is my pink. And actually, I'm super excited about this because I haven't really used it since I purchased it. And I'm super excited to wear this. And now that I'm going to be actually carrying things, I can wear it, which is super exciting. So anyway, that is my pink list, my pink collection, and all those things. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, I truly, truly appreciate you. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. I typically post videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and a few shorts during the week to show kind of what I'm wearing and how I'm using my bags. And I would love to have you with me for that. Thank you so much again for being here. Thank you for being an integral part of my channel and for always showing up. I truly appreciate you. And I'm going to leave another video right over here in case you haven't already seen it, but you would like to. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.